Okay, so I'm just going to tell you right now,
It's going to be okay. We're going to fix this.
I don't want anybody to be super alarmed. I just want to let you know that we're going to discuss some things, and they're not, these aren't, it's not good stuff. But don't want to panic anybody. We don't want anybody to become fearful. It doesn't come from God, right? Just want you to know, be aware, so that we can go about fixing it. That's all it is. So, as you're watching this, I want you to understand that it is extremely serious. We need to act on it immediately, but don't panic. Everything's going to be okay. We're going to figure out how to fix it and end it. Okay? Great. Let's go.
And so I talk a lot about this, right? And how did I even get to know about this? Well, if some of you heard my story, you'll know that at some point of my career, I was recruited. They thought I would be a good person on their side. I was recruited to business owners meetings in Metro Atlanta, as well as scientific meetings where I got to meet Dr. Craig Venter, okay? And so in these meetings, they talked about this whole transhumanist movement and how it was great. We would be the controllers in the room. Don't worry, we would be exempt. Everybody else would be controlled. I was horrified. I was horrified to see everybody standing ovation and clapping for this. Like, who are they? And I asked, how could you be for this? They said, oh, well, it does sound a little bad, but you know what, Carrie, soon it's going to be us or them. And so you're going to want to be on our side. You don't want to be on the other side. It's going to be bad. I said, I would never do that. And you're a fool. You're a fool to think that this technology wouldn't be turned back on you, because we are human beings, right? And they have a supercomputer that wants to guide all of this. A computer doesn't care who you are. It has an algorithm. You have a dollar sign in your head. It's not like the Marines, all for one, one for all. A computer sees it as foolish, it's frivolous, right? So I had all this knowledge. That's how I got to know how to research for it. But I was still not happy. I'm a person I have to know, right? So I decided I'm going to look inside of these vials. Even though it's not legal, I don't care, because if something goes against my God-given rights and my human rights, it is my duty to break that law.
It says so in the Bible. That is the word of God.
This is our world, our planet, our children, our bodies.
A Republican form
Don't
of
give it
government.
away. It's ours, right?
That's what protects us.
So this is one of the pictures of Moderna. I put 2 drops on a glass slide. I had a compound microscope. That's it, guys. You could get it easily, $300. And I had a white light going up on the middle and a glass top on the very top. And that's it. I waited 2 hours. And it was translucent at first, and all of a sudden, colors appeared. Vibrant purples, blues, reds, greens. I'm like, I've never seen this chemical reaction. There was no chemical reaction, right? So I ended up finding out all these colors, actually, when they appear under a white light, that's a sign of a superconducting material inside these injections. All the manufacturers have that. What that means?
Is that nanotech?
It's proof they're putting an injectable computing system inside every single one of these vials. An injectable computing system.
Charles
Did they say
Lieber?
anything to any of us? No.
Harvard?
There's little cubes on this one. I'm just showing some of these photos. Here's another one. It's hard to see on this photo, but at the very edge, it's a cube-like structure. We're not quite sure exactly what that is right now. So also I saw a lot of metallic flex fragments. I didn't see anything about metal fragments on the ingredient list, again. And these metallic fragments to me look a little more exotic. It's not like your typical aluminum, etc., right? This one is strange. It's so opaque, it leaves its own shadow. Some of these pictures are between 100 times magnification, which is nothing, to 400 up to 600 times magnification. This is not nanotechnology. I mean, this is not looking at nanotechnology.
Right.
This is on a much grander scale. This is crazy.
Nanotech. We don't know what's
So this
inside of that.
picture kind of has been going
nanotech.
around, I think. I'm going to give you a close-up of him.
This.
This was on the first slide I did, and there's the cover slip, right? So everything gravitated to the very edges of the cover slip. That's where I saw a lot of action. There was a lot of aggregation. There was self-assembling. This is 2 hours. It's not like 12 hours. 2 hours time. I also saw this thing. I was shocked. It actually was able to lift itself up off of the glass slide. You can't see it? Okay. It was able to lift itself up off of the glass slide. It had tentacles like you see here. It was able to move. It was my opinion, this is my interpretation, that it was self-aware. I've never
1, 2, 3,
encountered
4,
anything like
5,
that. I've
6,
done
that's
slides, I've
7
done all kinds of
legs, maybe?
preparation of slides of
Six.
biologic materials, et cetera.
5 to 10.
Never have I witnessed anything like that.
Looks like it's moving.
And so I did cry. I cried. And then I thought, well, okay, perhaps that was a fluke. Surely, maybe some contamination, right? So 2 months later, I get another Moderna vial, and I look at it under the microscope, and here's, what is that? Still trying to figure it out, guys. But we
looks like
shouldn't
an
have
arrow.
unidentified objects inside of these injections. Another, these string-like material, I'm like looking at, I'm like, this almost looks like some kind of a living organism. And then I see another one. And then I cried hard. You may not know what that means. I do. These are parasites that are made to meld with your nervous
Man-made
tissue.
parasites?
Imagine a child that's forming their neural network. I want you to feel what I feel. I want you to get that righteous anger. We need it now. No more.
Okay, let's just take a quick break from that, all right? Hold on.